Okay, so we're done fighting for now, but now we have another question. Who is Rio? What is Rio? Who? What? Rio. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Bad Boys Los Angeles. This is season 1, episode 10. Strangely enough, everything literally has flipped on its side, and now everything is calm. Everyone is sitting around a fire pit and calm, and we are basically getting caught up like adults, responsible adults, calm, responsible adults. But I have questions. I have questions. Relly had questions. Relly let everybody know, listen, when the fight was going on, baby, my legs were pointed up at the moon, baby. I was getting dug out. I'm like, thanks for sharing, Relly. Anyway, so it was a whole discussion about the night before. They give the condensed version. They're so petty. They're so petty that, of course, we were given the condensed version of what had actually gone on. Rio is sitting there, and he definitely wants to give the condensed version. And they really, it was on the tip of their tongue. They wanted to really talk about how he got his ass whooped. They did, because they petty. They're petty. They are petty. Petty, petty, petty. So they go through the condensed version. Now I'm trying to figure out, after they say, listen, this is Rio. Rio's going to be staying here with us. Rio's going to be staying here with us. But now I have a question. Is Rio a bad boy? Is Rio a house guest? Is Rio... Now, Rio's staying in the room. Is you and Rio getting down? What is he, your son? What? I'm confused. What? Because see, as a house mother and a gay mother and all these different things, and I have gay kids and all that, I would never walk off and leave one of my gay kids to be beat to smithereens, honey. Especially when they came to fight for my honor. It wouldn't happen. I wouldn't leave one of my pieces to be beat to smithereens and while they're fighting for my honor. I wouldn't leave somebody that I just thought was cute and I like them looking at me and I looking at them to be beat to smithereens, slid across the floor and just damaged. I just wouldn't do it. So I'm going to need you, Milan, to explain to me, girl, with your grown ass, what is and who is Rico, honey? Who is he and what is he to you? Because I'm confused. So he's sleeping in the room, and you said the only people who could sleep in the room was this fuck guy. What are you doing? What are you doing? And we're interested. I want to know. He's here now. He doesn't look like he's brought a lot of clothing and things with him. Is he an overnight guest? Is he a jump off? What is going on? What is his point? Because we know he has talent. He has talent. Is he using them? What's he doing? I got confused because you all separated out and a portion of y'all went to finish up the song, and then a portion of y'all went to work the treatment for the video. Rio went to the studio because that's where he thrives. He sings and stuff. So, is he a bad boy? Is he a nice shiny prop for you? What and who is Rio? Now we want to know. You've put him out here. Rio cute. We want to see what's going on. I want to know. Rio real cute. We got to really look at that Rio after they took that shit out his head and got him over there. He got all cleaned up. They done gave him a bath and wrapped his hand with ace bandages and thing. You kind of cute, Rio. We want to know what you all about now. What you got going on, honey? What's going on, Rio? What you doing? You getting dressed. Do you see where they were getting dressed? He getting dressed. Rio's sitting there, and they got him literally in the background. He's in the background. The scene is they're focusing on Milan getting dressed, but you got Rio in the background half dressed. So now, I tell you all the time, I've said it in, I think, every review. Milan, a child, never tried to take it away. She's a beautiful creature. But I need the bitch to get out the way, because I was looking at Rhea. I said, oh, hey, Rhea. Because we didn't sing you, Milan. Girl, bye, move, bitch. What's going on with Rhea? What are you doing here now? The fight is over. Jonathan's gone home. And the thing is, I think I want to know more about Rio because you spunky. Mm-hmm. You got heart and you got tenacity. And you showed back up after enduring that beatdown. You showed, a lot of people couldn't take that ass whooping you took and then show their face again. You came back and showed your face. So now, and I'm telling Natalie Nunn, girl, if you're listening, pay attention. Listen, mother talking, honey. Listen. At this point, Zeus, Natalie, and all the production, Milan, you too, pull up close, my loves, and listen. You all O-W-E. You all owe Rio some camera time. Because y'all brought him on in here. And y'all had him get beat down by a wildcat. Got his ass whooped. For everybody to see. And for the past 9 weeks, people been talking about Rio getting his ass whooped. And then for the past 3 weeks, we actually seen it. So it's been overdrive of how Rio has had his ass whooped. So I feel, SpillitBoyTV, Mother, James, whatever you want to call me, however you want to refer to me, watch yourself. I think that Zeus Network and the Bad Boys LA brand owes Rio some camera time. We want to know about Rio. We want to know what it is that Rio does, how well does he do it, and all that good shit. We want to look at him. We want to do all that. We want to know that you could do something other than take a goddamn punch. That's what we want to see, and I think it's only fair. Now, I've said what I have to say. Now, moving on. Gutta. I see you, honey. Y'all know I like gutter. But did y'all notice how the conversation was rolling? And then when the discussion about last night went into, I hope this really wasn't a setup. The way that the gate was open, the way the shit went down. I hope it wasn't a setup. Did y'all notice that's when Gunna got the hell on up out of there? Because remember, she did do some phone. Something with Gunna in that scene. And it could just be editing. Y'all tell me in them comments what y'all think. But something in that scene and Gunna's stance on the ass whooping and all of that. All the footage surrounding the ass whooping and Gunna makes Gunna look very guilty. And then when they started up the conversation and it got real good going about the setup and all of these things with Jonathan, Gunna's ass got out of Dodge. He all of a sudden, she was sick from drinking the night before. I said, interesting. Listen, I've been a queen a long time. I've been around the kids a long time, honey. I know what gives and I know what goes down. And Gunna eased on out of there, baby, as soon as the words set up came up. She got up and got the hell on out of Dodge. I don't know did anybody else notice that other than me? I said, I done threw it out there. I had to say it. I still love you. But your hands don't look clean, sis. Your hands don't look clean. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it was editing. But for some reason with this little situation, my gutter, her hands don't look clean. Let's move on. So the next day, like I said, they separated out. They separated up. You had Milan, Moolah, Curtis, I done called them the first lady and the lady of the house so long, I almost forgot their names. Moolah, Curtis, RIO, Gutta. Did I say Gutta already? They all went to the studio to finish up the song. The rest of them they just kind of like went to lunch instead of doing it at the house. They really wasn't doing nothing, but they was just like kicking around ideas for the treatment of the video. I mean, it didn't matter where they were. They just went out to lunch because they were tired of being in the house. Because they could have did that right there at the house. Anyway, so the ones that really had stuff going on with the song went down to the thing. Right before they left, Moolah says to Anthony, I wasn't impressed with the party. You know, and baby Anthony said, yeah, well, that's okay. He said, so you really gonna have to do your thing with this treatment for this video. He said, well, we'll just do this, Moolah. I said, girl, you read you, Moolah. And he said, as long as this video turns out better than all the ones you've done, then everything's gonna be fine. I said, girl, he just let you hear. Moolah, you don't never learn, honey. Leave these girls alone. Just keep on putting on your little outfits and advertising your brand and hush. Because you ain't got nothing for these queens, honey. They're going to read you down every time we'll have you looking crazy. I said, y'all, Anthony got them together so fast and so quick. I said, shh, just hush. Just hush. Hush, baby, hush. So down at the studio, they're, touching up their little parts and getting everything together. And again, the funny part is, have you ever done everything that's been recorded? This is the first time that we really have heard Curtis, his part, Moolah, his part, Gutta's part, and Milan's part. All you ever really hear is Milan's part. That's all you hear of the song. This whole 9 weeks we've been doing this, you hear Milan's part of the song. That's all. That's all you hear. I said, child, y'all better, come on, honey. Pay attention. Pay attention. But anyway, they're down there touching up their little stuff, adding in some little ad-libs, doing some stacking and all of that. It was cool. They had a cool day at the, down there. Because they had 2 hours, and they wasn't trying to mess up and really waste any time. And it was like, okay, cool, no problem. Natalie Nunn actually showed up, and she actually brought in Lyrica Anderson with her. Now, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. Lyrica Anderson, she's one of my girls. She's one of my love and hip-hop girls. Love Lyrica. She is an extremely talented songwriter and producer. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And she's a reality star as well. She's from the Love and Hip Hop brand. So it was always good to see Miss Lyrica, honey. And she came in and she kind of gave her stamp on, yeah, this is kind of popping. And I got from her and Natalie, this was one of those times everything was going good. And I was glad to see that they actually let Gutta be Gutta. And there was no issues. Because Gutta, when I say that the song sounds like a regular boy rap song until Lady Gutta drops down in there, baby, and brings all this feminine energy. I said, Miss Gutta, bitch, you did that. You did that. It is very cute. It's very cute how they allowed you to be that, everybody, this is the way this is supposed to have been running. All that other shit that we've been dealing with for all these weeks is ridiculous. The way this went with putting this song together, where Gutta was actually able to be Gutta and nobody was arguing and fussing and acting like they didn't understand the energy or anything like that, it really sounds good. It really sounds good when you hear them all out and they played it out, kind of not in its full entirety, but enough of it. It's good. It's a good song. It's a good song. And again, each one did their thing. I said, all right, y'all. Now, I don't know if I could say, Woo, y'all, child, y'all got down, honey. Y'all made me feel like I was watching, what's the group that I'm thinking? I can't think of a whole group of guys that rap. Can't think of a group right now, but I was more like watching Danity Kane, honey. I said, okay, that's the vibe it gave me. There's like Danity Kane, honey. It was, yeah, yeah. That's a read. It's a read. It is. Whatever. Child. It's not hardcore like a hardcore rap group. It's cool. It's cute. Like Danity Kane. I like it though. I like it. It's cool. It ain't too rough and too tough. It's okay. Yeah, it's a little how you doing. It's cool. I like it. I think it will work with regular, on the regular radio, and I think it'll work with the LGBTQIA as well. I think you all did a good job of really merging everybody together, which is good. This is, I think, what y'all were trying to do, or what this is really supposed to be about. So mission accomplished on this. Now we got to see what's going to happen with this video. But that was that. That was cool. And the very first, this is the first time that I've heard the man of the house say anything that made me say, good job, Moolah. I've been dragging you since this started. I've been giving Moolah Mo a hard time since the first episode, 10 minutes in. But the first thing that you said that made sense with me, is when you said, okay, first things first, we got to go down here and get this paperwork together. I said, God damn, Moolah, come on. You better come on. Split sheets and things need to be drawn up. We need to get this down and get the paperwork right so that we don't have to come back to it later and nobody's feelings hurt and nobody feels they've been bamboozled. We need to get the paperwork right. First smart thing that's been said out of your mouth, Moolah, and really as a whole. This is the first piece of the actual, the business and the entertainment field that y'all actually taught something to the audience. Get your damn paperwork straight when you doing this stuff. Get your paperwork right before you go flying and putting it up on the internet. And flying and performing it somewhere, get the paperwork right so your money will be right. Good job, Moolah. Moving on. Now let's go over here to this little lunch they was having. That talking about the little treatment. Okay, they don't really know what they're doing. They're like, oh yeah, I think it's a bad boy. Got to be like LA. Got to chop. They wasn't really saying nothing. It's just like every other video you see. We want cars, we want smoke, we want fire, we want bad bitches, and we want some gay boys, and we want everybody dancing. Isn't that the treatment for every video? Now, what you gonna do different? Whatever. Anyhow, moving on. The big thing that actually happened at that table was the conversation that really started with Carry On, honey. He was pressing Carry On hard. And he said, listen, Gutta is my sister, and I'm looking out for my friend, and I want to know, what is your intentions? If you like her, say you like her. If you don't like her, don't be dragging her along. She's young and you too damn old to be playing with her like that. We just ain't letting it happen, Captain. So I was like, you're being a little intrusive, but I get you. I get you, because Gutta talks loud and she's a lot of rah-rah, but she's just a little girl, honey. I don't want to see her with her feelings hurt either. She just a little girl, honey. A little girl. So I was like, all right, cool. That was the most interesting thing that happened down at that table. And I still, Dylan, when you going home? When you going home? I'm about sick of looking at you, really. I said it. Moving on. Okay, so later on that night, they're going to do cast and call. A cast and call right there at the house. Do some auditions on some folks. Nothing real big. Y'all get a little touchy-feely for me. A little touchy-feely. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen ass titties before. And it's like, it gets a little creepy, but okay, cool. The one little thick child, there's a thick brown girl. She was doing her thing. She's doing her thing. She was representing for the big girl. She was, and real cute. You know, did her little thing and all of that. And the thing, everybody's okay so far. So far, so good. Everybody's okay. Nobody's acting funny. You know, there was even a little guy, cute little thing, came out there. He started doing his little thing. I said, she got. First, he was really timid. And then I was like, he's a cute little thing. And then he started dancing. I said, oh, look at her, honey. I said, come on, bitch. He got a couple little moves. I was like, all right, baby. Cute. Y'all put him in a cute little outfit and he'll be just fine. I was like, he a little timid at first. But no, when he started moving, I was like, yeah, she got it, honey. She got it, honey. She know how to use it. Put her in something cute and set her on, honey. Yes, indeed. Now, then we had this other little girl, pretty little thing. She's just slutty, honey. I said, look at her. The first thing she did was jumped her naked ass. She pulled her dress up and jumped her ass up on the table. I said, come on, slut ball, honey. Got up there. She twerking on the table. Then she got up and she stood up on the table. I said, girl. And really read my mind. I said, baby, this table is about to shatter. And he said, and it's going to cut me right. It's going to kill her. But it's definitely going to cut you, really. They had to get her down off that goddamn table. And that's kind of where we actually cut out at. And then, you know, we got the little scene from, like, what's coming up in the next episode. And they were getting a little touchy-feely for me. I'm like, watch it now. Watch it now. Now, y'all doing good. You don't want to go from one set of issues to another set of issues. Don't get a Me Too while y'all doing. Y'all's getting a little too... You know how y'all can go too far, honey. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen girls before. Simmer down. Simmer down. But, again, it's Bad Boys, so I guess. Anyway, this episode was okay. And look, no fights. No fights, no disagreements, no nothing. And it still wasn't boring. It wasn't boring. And there were no fights and all that. Because y'all have basically really overdone it with the fighting thing. So, I'm still tuned in and I'm watching to see how you all level it all out. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, that's it. It's season 1, episode 10. Bad Boys LA. And as I leave out of here, RIO. They owe you some camera time, boo-boo. They owe you some camera time. Get it. Good night, you all.